Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski, aka Grizzer, and this is where we get you caught up on some of the latest news and tidbits tied to our favorite team in the NFL. That is, of course, the Cleveland Browns. And then we also share our opinions and our takes about said news as the show progresses. Thank you to everyone who has liked our previous episodes and to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We could not be any closer to 9,000 subscribers without being close to 9,000 subscribers. I mean, we are tens of people away from hitting 9,000. And when we do, I will change the fit for one day. We'll give the orange quarter zip a rest. Hopefully we get there today. And then tomorrow, right before the game, we'll have the new fit. It'll change the mojo and propel us to a win against the Packers. Also, thank you to everyone who has become a member of the Browns' Latest Dog Pound and everyone who gets your comments down there in the viewer comment section. Now, coming up on today's show, Tua Tagovailoa may have told us all why our chances of winning a Super Bowl with Dillon Gabriel are astronomical. I found a team that the Browns can emulate, because this team has a winning formula that the Browns can start using right away to achieve success. The Predictor Pen is back. It's out of the shop and it's back and ready to go, ready to answer some of the hard-hitting questions heading into tomorrow's game with the Packers. Here's the first one for you. Is this going to be a good show? If you're lucky. It seems to like to tell us if we're lucky all the time. But anyway, it's out of the shop, cleaned up and ready to go. Predictor Pen coming up. And then down in the viewer comments, we find out what the real problem is with the Browns offense. But first things first, an old friend may be coming back to town just in time for the Packers game. Andre Schmidt is hurt his calf in practice yesterday. He had an MRI. So we're going to have to follow this story throughout the day, see where this goes. But will they bring back Dusty? Will Dustin Hopkins make his triumphant return and take the job back with a game-winning 65-yard field goal over the Pack to beat the Packers tomorrow? Wouldn't that be a storybook ending for Dusty Hopkins? Could happen. I mean, he hurt the. You don't want a kicker with a bad calf. He hurts it on Friday. The game's on Sunday. I mean, that's not good. Also, as we're talking about injuries, Conklin and Bitonio both still, no shows. So who knows what's going to happen with them? Both questionable. But how about this? DeJuan Jones, Mike Bloomgren said the second half of the Baltimore game was the best he has played, the best half of football he's played all year. So DeJuan Jones, is he finally improving? But they still might rotate him because of the heat. That's why they rotated him out last week. And then apparently the rest paid off, because in the second half he played his best football of his life. So there you go. I don't know. That's what Bloomgren said. The other thing that came out of this is safeties coach Ephraim Banda saying Grant Delpit is stepping up as a leader on this defense. So it's Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, or is it Grant Delpit? But all three of them. So you got one leader at each end of the defense. Schlesinger and Devin Bush are holding down the linebacker spots. But Delpit has played 15 snaps at outside corner, 27 at nickel, and 30 at safety, man. Delpit, man, he's doing it all. How about this? Borges, still don't know what his situation is. It does seem, though, like he's going to be okay. It seems that way. I don't have any indication to think otherwise. And then, of course, the Tucker Kraft, the tight end from Green Bay, he hurt his knee, but of course he's okay. He checked out okay. Because we're not going to have that kind of luck, right? But watch for Luke Musgrave on Sunday. They are talking him up this week for some reason. I don't know why, but who knows? Maybe they're saying Tucker Kraft isn't as healthy as they're leading us to believe. But anyway, keep your eye out for that come tomorrow. Who knows? Is that a preview of our what to watch that will be coming tomorrow? I guess you'll have to watch tomorrow to find out. Now, did Tua expose Dillon Gabriel after the loss to the Bills on Thursday night? You're like, Dave, what are you talking about? How could Tua know what the heck's going on here in Cleveland? Well, they asked him about Josh Allen, and here's what he said. He said he's top tier. He said it's not with his arm, it's with his legs. That dude can do literally anything he wants. So definitely different skill set for me. Here is what you need to pay attention to. This next line. I can't do half of what he does when it comes to running the ball and any of that. And then with how he can just chuck a ball down the field and how far and the arm strength that he has, he's supreme when it comes to that. Now, you're probably still going, Dave, why are you bringing this up? What's the point? What do we care about Tua? Why do we care what Tua says about Josh Allen? Do you know who Dillon Gabriel is constantly compared to in the NFL? It's Tua. Do you know who everybody says Dillon Gabriel should be traded to replace Tua? It's Miami. These two are literally carbon copies of each other. And you've got Tua. The guy won a national championship. He's MVP at a national championship game at Alabama. Tua. So it's not like he came from some podunk school somewhere and they just tried to make him a quarterback. This guy's you could just see it. He just doesn't have it. He's never, ever going to win them anything. And I could see the same path for Dillon Gabriel. I could 100% see the same thing. Maybe starts off hot and then teams figure it out, get used to him, and then it's over. He had one good year, did Tua. That whole Miami offense. And now they are a complete mess and a potential blowing up rebuild situation because 0-3. We told now they got a 2% chance to make the playoffs because we coached up on that yesterday. But they're a mess. And I just feel that, Tua and Gabriel are carbon copies of each other, and I could see the same path for Dillon Gabriel. So the chances of winning a Super Bowl with Dillon Gabriel, to me, are astronomical. But here's the other side of the coin. It's Josh Allen. Remember, Josh Allen didn't have this fantastic career at Wyoming. There were a lot of question marks with him when he was coming out. But the Bills took him for his raw talent. And what did they do? They developed that raw talent, and now he's the reigning NFL MVP. The guy is just phenomenal when you watch him. But does that story sound somewhat familiar to another quarterback that's on our roster? Now, Shedeur Sanders, good career at Colorado, but people like to knock him for the wins and the losses and things like that, But I would say, if you want to say for all intents and purposes, somewhat similar career to Josh Allen in college, but 100% accurate is to say ton of raw talent coming out of college that needs to be developed, and look what he can become. And this is my point with Shedeur Sanders. That is what I see with Shedeur. I see Tua or Colt McCoy with Dillon Gabriel, but with Shedeur, I say the sky is the limit. You don't know what you have yet, and that talent, it needs to just be developed and grown, and who knows what you're going to have at the end. You could have another Josh Allen, but that is the difference for me with these rookie quarterbacks. Now I can't stop thinking about Tua now. Forget Colt McCoy. I can't stop thinking about Tua now when I start thinking about Dillon Gabriel, and that is why I think Tua exposed to everybody Dillon Gabriel's limitations. They're the same player. There you go. Now, the other thing I've been busy the last couple of days. I found a team that the Browns can emulate. This is a team with a winning formula, and they've had a lot of success over the years. And guess what? It's not even a football team. And guess what? That team is actually here in Cleveland. They're called the Cleveland Guardians. And there's something that they do that they play their style. Their style is what we like to call here in Cleveland, and they call it too. It's called guards ball. And what guards ball is, it emphasizes doing the small things, the essential things, moving runners over, stealing extra bases, playing clean, disciplined defense. The mentality is gritty and persistent, prioritizing the team's success over individual statistics. Players and coaches describe it as whatever it takes to compete and win. often involving hustle plays like infield singles or sacrificing at bats for the team. That's guards ball. So I say this is what we've been trying to get them to do anyway. The Browns need to play Browns ball. And what would Browns ball be? Now, I hate to use this team as an example, but think back to when Trent Dilfer quarterbacked the Ravens to that Super Bowl. That is the kind of formula you have to play. Here's what you do. You just come out and run the ball like we should have last week. Run the ball 40 or 45 times instead of throwing the ball 45 times. Run the ball. Play great defense. Win ugly. We don't care. Run out the clock. Win every game 3-0. That is Browns ball. That's what Browns ball should be. We should not be dropping a 40-year-old quarterback 8 yards deep 48 times in a game. We should never, ever be doing that, especially with the running backs that we have. Win the turnover battle. We got to force some first. I mean, we told you the other day, Buffalo 24 games in a row, they won the turnover, but 25 now after Thursday night. And then special teams, just clean it up. Don't make any mistakes. Make a field goal here or there. It's the simple stuff. But the first two are that's Browns ball. Run the ball and play great defense. We got the number 2 down. Just play Browns ball. Just do it. You don't have to look fancy. Just because it's a passing league and all that, we're not built for that right now. Especially if you're sticking Flacco out there, play Browns ball, run the ball, play defense, win 3-2. We don't care. The Guardians win the majority of their games 3-1, 4-3, 4-2, 2-1. It's great pitching and defense and no hitting. The team can't hit, but they're on the brink of a playoff. They just swept Detroit. They got Detroit coming there. We could be in first place in a division by the end of next week. And this team can't hit at all. So if you're playing Browns ball, you may not have to be good at special teams all the time. I don't know. You might be able to get away with something. Or how about this? Play Browns ball, and you don't have to worry about throwing the ball. That's the one thing we won't have to worry about doing. The Guardians can't hit the ball, but they're still battling for a playoff spot right now. Browns ball could be run the ball, play defense, clean up special teams, and you don't have to worry about throwing the ball. You don't have to worry about guys getting sacked. You don't have to put so much on the quarterback. Take it off the quarterback. That is Browns ball. But when you do throw the ball, don't drop back 8 yards. Quick passes, slants, high percentage, screens, quick, out of the hand. Get the ball out of the hand when you have to throw it. That is Browns ball. And man, oh man, we better start seeing it come tomorrow. Now, speaking of tomorrow, we have some predictions to make. The Predictor Pen is back. It's out of the shop. Remember, we fell apart on me last week, but maybe it was because I was so excited about making predictions last week that I just couldn't handle it. But I think he's going to be okay today. The first question for the Predictor Pen today is, will Joe Flacco throw for 300 yards or more against the Packers? Dude, no way. Doesn't mean we're going to lose, though. But I mean, he shouldn't throw for 300 yards. We should be running the ball 900 times tomorrow. So, good, that's a great prediction from the Predictor Pen. See, the Predictor Pen knows what he's talking about. How about this one? Will Micah Parsons sack Joe Flacco? I mean, we got two. We got tackled. One gets overheated. The other one can't get on the field because if you got elbow problems and eye problems, or right tackle, left tackle, like we got Parsons is going to be a problem tomorrow. So we got to ask this question. Will Micah Parsons sack Joe Flacco? Oh, boy. If you're lucky. Get out of here, Predictor Pen. That's a terrible answer. All right. Next question. Will the Browns hold Josh Jacobs to 25 yards rushing? Not for $1 million. So you know what that means? We're holding him to 24 yards rushing. How do you like that, Josh Jacobs? Thank you, Predictor Pen. Good answer. Okay, next one. Will we see? This is a big question. Ready? Because, I mean, we don't know. Flacco might not make it through the game. This could be hot tomorrow. He might overheat, too. Him and DeJuan, they could be over there, on the slip and slide halfway through the game for all we know, trying to cool off. Big question. Will we see either of the rookie quarterbacks tomorrow against Green Bay? We got a repeat answer. We're going again. Said if you're lucky. If you're lucky, we could go with that, but we won't. Here we go. Will we see either of the rookie quarterbacks tomorrow against Green Bay? Did it again. Maybe that's the answer. If you're lucky, we'll give it one more chance. Maybe they're saying one of the rookie quarterbacks comes in and spurs us to victory. That's what the Predictor Pen is telling us. It's telling us that we want to see the rookie quarterbacks, which we do. So we're moving on. We're going with it if you're lucky. All right. That's good. That's good news. That's really good news. Okay. Now, the question everybody wants to know. Will the Browns beat the Packers tomorrow? And here, I'm going to let you watch the spin. Ready? Will the Browns beat the Packers tomorrow? Prediction Pen, what is the answer? It's unclear. Ask again. Ooh, first time we've gotten that answer. All right, here we go. Ready? Will the Browns beat the Packers tomorrow at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland on the beautiful shores of Lake Erie? Without a doubt, let's go! Predictor Pen! Let's go! Yeah! All right, Predictor Pen. Predictor Pen says without a doubt, get those bets in, take the points, take the money line, take the Browns. That's the bottom line. How about that? There you go. That's the prediction. See, I told you the Predictor Pen was fixed. It is fixed for sure. Now, I got another prediction for you. The viewer comments will rock. I mean, I feel like we could have ended the show on that, but we still have viewer comments to go. That was awesome. All right. Mike's Chicken and Garden 3370 says, is it bad that I'm hoping for poor quarterback play so we can get this Shador? No, it's not bad. I mean, the Predictor Pen just told you. If we're lucky, we will see the rookies tomorrow. So, no, you don't have to feel bad. Mike's Chicken and Garden. Make sure, though, if you're feeding the chickens stuff out of the garden, that's good. If you have vegetarian chickens, nothing wrong with that. All right, Joey7 Job says, Stefanski is trash, and he hasn't developed any players. He hasn't addressed the offensive line. His offensive scheme is trash. Stefanski is the problem. Well, if you've been watching this show this week, you know there's somebody who agrees with you, who has two thumbs and agrees with you. This guy. Telling you, man, that offense better show some signs of life tomorrow with Flacco. It's Stefanski's offense, Stefanski's plays. The pressure is going to start mounting, and the Boo Birds will be out early. If we go 3 and out, first two drives, even in the first drive, the Boo Birds will be out, and Stefanski will start feeling the pressure. No doubt about it. Joey7 Job. Tula G68 is back and says, Myles Garrett is worth one win, but not this one. He and Micah will have some fun, but Micah has an offense. Well, we'll find out. I think that if we play Browns ball, like guards ball, and we can keep, we got keys. We'll have the keys to the game for you tomorrow. I got something. I think if we can pull this off, we can definitely beat Green Bay. But that's tomorrow. But I for some reason, Green Bay's offense just doesn't do much for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But anyway. But no. Miles, and it will be fun to watch those two going back and forth tomorrow. But hopefully the Brownies can keep Micah Parsons under control. Known Daniels says, don't take your children to the game. This is going to get ugly, and the fans are going to be drunk and belligerent. Known Daniels, that is every single NFL game. So I don't know why would tomorrow's Browns-Packers game be so special. I don't get it. So go to any NFL game and you'll see that. And we'll end on this. My man, just one time, 112. That's what he says. He says, Grizz, the Browns win this week against Green Bay. Well, we already know that just one time because the Predictor Pen already told us without a doubt. Predictor Pen. But he's got more. Just one time says, Grizz, the Browns will win this week against Green Bay. One of Cleveland's 3 wins this year. He's only got them for 3 wins. They got to get the 6. I bet him over. But this is why I chose this comment. He says, you and my sister are the best Browns fans. So now he's a Raiders fan, but his sister loves the Browns just like the rest of us. And so Just one time. I appreciate it for sharing that. Your sister is invited on the show at any time. You? Yeah, come on. The Raiders, they're tanking too. Give me a break. The Raiders, they stink. Come on, just one time. Get on board. Become a member of the Browns' latest dog pound. How about that? We got the Predictor Pen. The Raiders don't have the Predictor Pen. We have the Predictor Pen. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. We'll be back tomorrow, early post time, with our keys to the game, what to watch for, and our bold predictions. We'll post it early for you to get you ready for the Packers and the Browns. We've got the ball barking. We got the song playing. And this is what you're going to hear about 9 times tomorrow. Got that right. Go Browns! We'll see you tomorrow.